Welcome everybody to Big Brain Puzzles. I am MBW Champion and we are playing Desert Bus by Space_Man. If you guys have not seen one of these Big Brain Puzzles, I'm going to be playing through a Sudoku puzzle with some more rules that we'll just go through in just a moment. But basically, the puzzle is below in the description, so if you did want to play along or pause the video and figure it out, or just watch me play, however you want to do it, this is make it if you will. It is your oyster of life. So I have been getting stuck on puzzles lately, so I'm hoping that this one hopefully won't be like a 2-hour Sudoku run, but either way, this is a blind run. I'm gonna play it and we'll see how long it takes, and hopefully maybe I'll be a master. Maybe I'll actually do this pretty good. But let's go ahead and read the rules. So this is called Desert Bus. So we could do this just so you could see the puzzle. Desert Bus, and so normal Sudoku rules apply, meaning in a normal Sudoku, a row has the digits 1 through 9, they do not repeat, but they're in any order, same as a column and same as any of these grids that you see in the black outline, has 1 through 9 and is in any order, but again, cannot repeat in a grid, row, or column. German whispers, so adjacent digits along a green line, here's the green lines right here, differ from at least 5. So say for example, so this 2 right here, this digit right here has to be at least 5 digits away from 2, so it can either be a 7, 8, or a 9, in other words. Does it say anything about I was going to say, if anything can repeat. It doesn't say it can't, so it can repeat if it all the other rules apply, basically. A Renban. Digits along a purple line form a consecutive set without repeats and may appear in any order. So, say for example, these 2 digits, they need to be consecutive. So, say for example, if this was a 1, apparently, I'm not on digits. If this was a 1, let me do this better. There we go. You can see that better. If this is a 1, for it to be consecutive, this would be a 2, right? Obviously, it's telling us that there's a 2 already in the thing, so that can't work. But either way, that's kind of what that means. So this big red band, that means all these digits are consecutive. So this 2, say for example, we need the 3 in this red band. It doesn't need to be next to it. It can be up here, it could be right here, because again, it could be anywhere in there as long as the entire line is consecutive. And yeah, it can't have repeats. So if this was a 3, this cannot be a 3 because it's on the same line. Yeah, and that's all the rules. But of course, they did put this right here. So this is definitely a cool little thing. So if you guys do want to support, it is a Desert Bus for Hope. It's an internet fundraiser in support of Child's Play charity. And there's the website right there in case you are feeling charitable and everything. So I'm going to go ahead and start playing. Again, if you want to play, the puzzle is below. And so go ahead and click the link, but I'm going to go ahead and get started. So boom, let's hit the clock. All right. So first thing I would probably do, looking at the green lines right here, because these are 5 digits away from each other, I know for sure that there can't be a 5 in it, because for it to be on the green line, say for example, if you did have a 5 digits away from it is either a 0 or a 10. Obviously, that's not digits 1 through 9. So there can never be a 5 on the green lines. So we can just make a little note right here that the 5 is going to be somewhere up here in this grid. What we also know about German whispers is that because it's 5 digits, it always goes back and forth between low numbers to high numbers, from high numbers to low numbers. So because the 2 is a low number, we know that all 3 of these digits right here are going to be high numbers, meaning 6 through 9. Because it's a 2 and it has to be more than 5, that means these digits are going to be a 7, 8, or a 9. So we know where the 7, 8, and 9s are. Now, can we determine what's here? So say, for example, if this one was a 7. Let's just say if it's a 7. So again, we're imagining this is a 7. So what would this need to be? 7 minus 5 is 2. So the only digits that it could be down here is a 1 or a 2. But since this splits off 2 ways, or I'm sorry, 3 ways, that 7 can never work because we have a 2 right here, and so only have a 1 left. And if it was an 8, that means it would have to be a 1, 2, 3, but we already have the 2 being used. So this is a 9. And it's a 9 because we know, if it's 9 minus 5, again, 4 is the minimum that it can be. So this is a 1, 3, or 4. Cannot be a 2 because of that. That's what I was trying to say. Because the 2 is already in the grid. So we know for sure that this has to be the 1, 3, and 4. Meaning we know that this has to be the 5 and the 6, I want to say. Yeah, 6. Because those are the only digits left on there. So we got 1 digit, and now we have a couple more right here. So here, because this is a 1, 3, and a 4, let's just pretend it's a 4. Obviously, for it to be a 4, it would have to have like there's 4 of them seeing it, right? Four digits seeing this. If it was a 4, the only one that it can be is a 9. 9's used. We can't use it anywhere here. 3 the same way. It's going to be a 9 or an 8, but so like if we put 9 here, 8 can go here, but we still have 2 available spots. So in fact, this has to be a 1 because that's the only way for us to get any digits down here. Now I'm going to just label this. Again, I'm going to erase the 9 in just a moment, but I'm going to label this right here. So again, 1, it can go right here, right? But it also could be a 9, but this 9, again, I said I was going to erase it, is seeing this. So these are the digits that can be available based on the 1. Because again, it can repeat on here on a German whisper because they're not seeing each other. So again, this could be like 9, 1, 9. That could work. So, all right. So here, this goes back to a low number. Since the 1 and the 2 are seeing this, this has to be a 3 or a 4. Cool. All right. This German whisper, again, can't have a 5 on it, so we know that there's going to be a 5 here. And we don't know yet if this is this is going to be like this one in particular. It's going to be a high number or a low number, like other than 5. So I don't want to put anything in just yet. We'll kind of we're going to figure that part out in just a moment. Let's see if we could do anything on the red bands. Like since we're kind of going, we did that first portion right here. Let's take a look here, and then we'll take a look at this one. So we're going to look at the D right here, the deserts. So since it's on a purple line, the Renban, that means this has to be consecutive. So what is the minimum highest number that it can be? Like what's the highest number it can be? Because we know that there's a 2 on here. So let's just say that there is no 1 and this has to be consecutive. So like 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Meaning this could never have a 9 on it. That's kind of what I wanted to go get to. So because this cannot ever have a 9 on it, The 9 can only go here on this this grid, because this 9 is seeing this, and again, the purple cannot have a 9 in it. Now, the 9s don't really get ruled out anywhere here. So I don't want to label them there because it's going to get just messy with numbering. But that's at least, you know, what I can see right there. Now, can we say anything about the 1? Can I say like for sure that this does or does not have a 1? I don't think we have enough clues to say that as of yet. So we're going to go ahead and leave it off. Let's see if we can get maybe the 5. So again, we know that there can't be a 5 on here, right? However, this 5 is seeing this, so now we know that 5 cannot be in this area. So 5 has to be in here. Well, since we said that the 5 has to be on the top row here in the second, that means this can never be a 5, meaning our 5 has to be on here. So this is going to be where the 5 is, one of these two, on the Renban itself. With that, well, actually, because we know that, I was going to say that's all we could do on this grid, but or at least this portion. But let's look at the second or the fourth grid, that is. This is showing that the 5 is going to be done on this column. This 5 is seeing this right here. So that means the 5 has to be somewhere right here on the fourth column. Sorry, fourth grid. Since it can't be on a German Whisper, can't be any of those, so our 5 is going to go right here. So our 5 is right there. 5 is already set on row 5. So that means the 5 needs to be somewhere right here. Again, can't be on a Renban, so we know that the 5 is going to be somewhere right here. Can we say anything else? Like, I know 5s are going to be right here somewhere. For sure, since the 5s are seeing this, the 5 has to be here on this row. So 5 has to go somewhere right here. We don't know which place yet. Meaning 6 or the 4 is going to be right here. I just kind of want to call that out because that's probably going to be important to this portion right here. But we'll see in a moment. But yeah, so 5 see this. So 5 is going to be somewhere right here. We just don't know yet. Okay. All right. So we're done with looking at the D for just a moment. Let's look at the B. See if we can see anything over here. So again, it has to be 5 away from each other. So we basically know which ones are going to be high and which ones are going to be low in here. So so let's go ahead and just label these because it's probably going to help a lot when we're doing this. So again, 5 away from 8 is either a 1, 2, or a 3. 2 is seeing this, so it's going to be a 1 or a 3. But right here could be a 1, 2, or 3. Nothing is seeing it, so that is possible for any of those. For this one, this can either be a 6, 7, or a 9. This one cannot be a 1, cannot be a 3 or a 4. So in actuality, because this is a low number, it has to be 1 through 4. The 1 is seeing this, and then the 3, 4 is seeing this. So this is, in fact, a 2. Same digits here, though. This could be a 1. It can't be a 2 because the 2 is already in the grid. 3 or a 4. I'll just go ahead and label that here too. A 1, 3, or a 4. And then here, can't be a 6 because the 6 is seeing this. So it's going to be a, my bad, highlighted the wrong one. So it's going to be a 7 or a 9. I like how that kind of came out. That's pretty good. All right. So because this Renban has to have at least 5 digits on it, and there's 2 on it. That means the 5 has to be on here. So in fact, we know that the 5, like there is going to be a 5 here somewhere. Meaning this can never be a 5. I just wanted to point that out. We do know that there definitely needs to be a 1 in here. Actually, we don't know if there's going to be a 1. We do know that there is going to be a 3 or a 4, though. This actually might help. Should I label that, though? Or should I just know? I'm trying to get to here because I think I understand what that's going to call for in here. So let me just say it again so that, you know, it's out and open. Because we know that there has to be 5 digits, let's just say that it is the lowest possible, which is 1 through 5, right? If this is the digits 1 through 5 or 2 through 6, either way, there is a 3, 4, and a 5 in here. We just don't know if there's a 1 or a 6 yet. That's what we don't know. But if there is at least 2, 3, and 4 in here, that means the only low number that you can have is now a 1. Since this Renban, or sorry, German Whisper, it's either going to go high-low or low-high, like, and it's going to go back and forth. So if this is a low, let's just label it here. This is a low. That means this one would have to be a high. If this was a low, this would have to be a high. If this is a low, this would have to be a high, right? But this breaks off, so this would also have to be either a high or low. So in other words, these two are going to be the same thing. Because I just said that the digits 2, 3, and 4 at least in here, we know that the only low number that can possibly be here is a 1. But there's 2 of them, so that means this has to be a high number. That was a long way of saying that, but I just wanted to make sure that you guys understood that. So this has to be a high number. So meaning this is either, and I'm going to erase the 8 in a moment, but this is either a 6, 7, 8, or 9. And this is not an 8. Again, I was going to erase it because this is in the same grid. So let's get rid of that. And just so that we see it, I'm going to go ahead and label all these so that we can just label it all at once. And again, I'll just, because I know the 9's seeing that, so I'll adjust in just a moment. So again, these are all high, so it's going to be a 6, 7, 8, or a 9. Again, this one can't be 9. So that means the rest of them are going to be the 1, 2, 3, and 4. So let me go ahead and label that. 1, 2, 3, 4. Get rid of the 2 here because this 2 is seeing that. Because we have all 1, 2, 3, 4 labeled in this row, and this 5 is seeing this, that means that this last one has to be a high number. It has to be a 6, 7, or a 9. Now that we have this, we know that this has to be either a 5, 6, 7, or 8. Can't be a 9 because this 9 is seeing that, but we at least know that that's possible here. So I think that kind of solves this one, and I'll go through that in just a moment. So because we know that for this to be high, the lowest that this can be is a 5, we know that a 3 and a 4 can't be in here, right? We know that this is high. So in other words, we know that the other low number, the 3 or the 4, is going to be here. Well, we can't have 3, 4 because we have 1 right here. So that means the 4 is going to be here, meaning it can't go lower, can't be 4, 3. So it has to go 4, 5, meaning this is our 3. And that's our 1. but the 4 is going to be here. Since we said that this has to be a 4, 5, and the 5 is seeing this, this is going to be our 4. That's going to be our 5. And there we go. I'll go ahead and just clean this really quick just so that it doesn't like hurt our brains. Okay. All right, perfect. All right, so now that we know that this is a 1, 2, and a, I guess let me just say it. Now that we know that this has a 1 on the Renban, we know that the digits 1 through 5. So there's not going to be a 6 in it, in other words. So we can go ahead and label that this is going to be either a 3, 4, or a 5. 3, 4, and a 5, just so that we can kind of have that dropped in there. All right, since we know that the 3, 4, and 5 are taken, well, 1 through 5 at least, we know that these are going to be the high digits. So let's go ahead and label it here. And since this one's high, this one's going to be low, cannot be a 4. So let's go ahead and label it. There we go. Looks pretty to me. We know right here that these high digits are showing right here. Like it has to be here because this has to contain a high and a low. So in other words, since this is showing 3 of them, 1 of them has to go here. So this is going to be a low number. And we don't know yet like which direction this one's going to go. So I'm not going to label that just yet. All right. So I think what I want to do next, let me see. We know that I was just going to say, let's do like a quick Sudoku thing really quick. So if we have the 8 here, 8 has to, actually this still can have a 9 in it. So that means 8 can be here. I was trying to see where the 8 was going to land, but it is going to be somewhere right there. So all good. We at least know that the 7 is going to be here, because for it to be a consecutive number, it's either going to be 6, 7 or 7, 8. So the 7 definitely has to go here, meaning this is not a 7. All right. I was trying to see like if this has to be a 5, but or if 5 can go there, but it can actually. So I'm gonna go ahead and leave that there. All right, so maybe back to to solve anything with the 1. Let me see. 1 can't go there. There can be a 1 here. Nah, I don't want to label anything there. Okay. I was moving where I just stopped all of a sudden. All right, so we know that there's a high number here, right? So high number has to go here, meaning this one has to have a low. So in other words, this has to have a low in it. Now the 1, 3, and 2 is seeing this. So that means the 4 has to be here, meaning this can't have a 4 in it. Let me say that again, just to make sure I have that. So because we know that the 6, 7, 8, 9, all high numbers have to be in here, the low numbers have to go here. However, the 5 we know is in here, so that means that's the reason why we have 5 digits. But the rest of the low numbers have to go here. Since this row is seeing 1, 2, and 3, 4 has to go here, meaning we have to do the 1, 2 here. Cool. Okay, I just want to make sure that checked out. So because the 1, 2 is there, we're going to go ahead and unlabel this one. This one no longer has a 1, and it no longer has a 2 in it. So this is our 3, 4 pair right here. Good. All right, so low, low, low. There's still one more low here. Just trying to see if we can figure out which one this one was going to be. What did I say this could be? It could go all the way to 8, I want to say. Yeah. It still can have an 8. What about this? Do we know? If this, like how this starts, if we do that, this could probably break the whole puzzle and we'll figure it out. You know what? We can. So since the 1, 2, 3, and the 4 and 5 all see this digit, that means it can't be any of those digits. So this is our high number. So again, can't be 1 through 5, but it can be a 6, 7, but 8 is seeing it, or a 9. Meaning this is our 6, 7, 8, or 9. The 6 is seeing that, but it could be a 7, 8, or 9. So this is our low digits, which is 1. I'll clear out the 2 in just a moment, but 1, 2, 3, or 4. Clear out the 2. And so that's our high and that's our low. So now we know the route on that portion. What's interesting here is now we know that both of these have 2 high numbers. Let me think about that. If there was a 1 on here, it'd be, let me see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So there'd be 7 digits. That means there could be 2 high numbers, 6 or 7. So 1 still works in here, in other words. I was trying to see if the 1s were not going to work, but it does. All right, we at least know the 1 is going to be here in this row. So if we know anything about the 2. 2, I'm trying to do normal Sudoku to see if we can see anything else. So the 2 has to go here. The 3, actually 2, seeing this, 2 is going to go somewhere. Oh, 2 can't repeat, so it can't be on here. So this is our 2. 2 seeing this, so 2 has to be down here. 2 can go anywhere here, and 2 can go anywhere here. Okay. About 1s. 1 is seeing this, can't be on there, so 1 has to be somewhere here. Man, it could be anywhere here. Okay. Guess not. What about 3? Can this be... This can't be a 6. For this to be a... For this hat be a 2, this sees the 6, so... But if this is a 2, does this work with a 7? Let me see. 2, 7, 2, 1. That does work. Okay. So that can still be a 7. But the 7, 9, it's at least showing here. So basically, in other words, we don't know where the 6 is. So 6 can go here. I don't know if I want to label that, because again, I don't want it to be too messy. I do know the 6 is seeing this though, so the 6 has to be here. Just trying to see if it was going to work out here, but it still can be over here, so yeah, I don't want to risk that. Did I say this can never have a 9 in it, by the way? I think I did. Let me see. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yep. So that can never be a 9. So I think I said 9s can only be right here. Anyways. So 7, 8. And again, this can't have a 9. Okay. Because these numbers are a little bit lower. Let's see if this dwindles down this subtle. So the 2, if it's +5, that means that this could never be a 6. But it can be a 7, 8, or 9. But here, if it's a 7, it can't have a 1 in here. So no 1. No 1. I like it. No 1. So we know that the 1 is going to be somewhere here. Ooh, actually, if we know the 1's going to be somewhere right here, we know that the 1 has to be somewhere here too. Meaning, I just wanted to label that just because that means we know that the 1's going to be here. I was trying to see if that was going to give us anything where the 1 was going to be here, but it's not really, because 1s could still be somewhere else right there. So okay, all right, that didn't work out. Anyways, okay, for this to be a 3, that means this can never be a 7. So let's go ahead and get rid of the 7. So I think it now works out. Actually, this 6, 7, when it sees this, again, the 7, it would either have to be a 1 or a 2. But if it's a 6, it has to be a 1. So wait, so I did that wrong. Oh, I labeled it wrong. Let me back up. What in the world? Ah, dang it. Yeah. Okay, let's go back. There we go. There we go. I said this way wrong. I meant to take off the 4. But I said it backwards, and so I took off the 1. Let me do that again. Because I was originally trying to say the logic out loud to say that this is going to be a 1 because of the 6, 7 down there. But I was trying to go from up to bottom or top to bottom to kind of show it. And then I just removed the 1. Anyways, reason why this could still be a 1, oh my god, because again, it has to be 5 away from it. And I did say it out loud. So if it's a 7, for example, it has to be a 1 or a 2. But if it's a 9, it could be a 1, 3, or 4. But if we're going down here, if this is a 6, the only possible solution is that this could be a 1. If this is a 7, the only possible solution is it's a 1 or a 2, but the 2's seeing that, so this always has to be a 1. I don't know what in the world. Okay, now I can say, yeah, these could be 1s, and then these can be 1s too. Jesus, I don't know what the heck I was thinking. Either way, this looks more beautiful. It looks so beautiful. All right, and again, because this is a 1, it can see either of these, so either of those do work. And everything's grand and happy and such. Since this 1 is seeing this whole grid, this Renban cannot have a 1 in it. So if we did have a 1 in it, it would have to be in these two. But we still don't know if it has to have a 1 in it. So, mystery. Mystery theater. All right, so let me just go back through this Renban just to make sure everything looks good. I guess it still works with it because it has a 9 in it. Yeah. Okay, okay. That's cool. That's cool. All right. We still know that there has to be a 3 somewhere. Does that say anything? This 3 sees here. So this is where a 3 is going to be. It's also where our 4 is going to be. Should I label this? I think I should. Because that's kind of important. So we know at least that there is going to be a 3 on one of these. But 4 is also seen here, and 4 is also seen here. So we do know that there has to be a 4 here. What we don't know, and I'll just label them because I think we need to at this point. This is going to have a 1. This is going to have a 5. The tricky part is I still don't know if it has a 6, a 7, or an 8. Oof. Oof. That's what we don't know. Yeah, that made it more messy. I shouldn't have labeled that. I'll leave it just because we have it already labeled now, but boo. Okay. What I like on this column, by the way, it has like, you know, like it kind of links up like this 3, 4 is dependent on here, but it's dependent on here, and these are really going to be dependent on each other. Man, this whole puzzle, it's an interesting puzzle. I do really like it. Again, since we know that this is a 7, this can't be a 6 because of the 1 and the 2. So the 6 has to go here. Meaning that can't be a 6. No 6 here. Because again, if this was a 6, the only possible thing is a 1, but can't have 2 1s in a row, so. Alright, because of that, I was going to see if it changed this. It doesn't. Could still be a 6, could still be a 7, or it could be an 8. Alright. Let's see if we can do more with that, like, logic. Because I didn't really do this this German whisper that much, so. Alright, so if this is a 1 or a 2, can this ever be a 6? The answer is no. I should have did this earlier. I was so focused on this one being the one to break up the, break the puzzle and like have everything flow. But it's actually this one. This one's going to be the one to do it. And it's simple logic too. Because this is on a row, if this was a 6, then the 6, like the one next to it has to be a 1 because 6 minus 5 is 1. So that means both of these have to be a 1 or a lower, but obviously 1 is the only digit. This can never be a 1 anyways. So anyways, this can never be a 6. So same thing here with the 7. Now the 7, how can this be a 3 and a 4? Can never be. So this can never be a 7. And the same logic applies here. This right here is it can't be a 6 because, again, same logic. And it can't be a 7 because the 3 and 4. So never a 7. So this is our 9. And then this is not 9s right here. This is our 8. And that's our 7. I mean, I knew what we knew that was going to be a 7, but yeah. All right, let's just do some Sudoku and like label some stuff really quick. Okay, we know the 6, 7, 8. Triple is going to be right here, meaning this is going to be our 9. All right, let me just make sure I have everything here. All right, let's clean it up a little bit so we can see a little bit better. Whee! Okay. All right, 6, we know it's going to be somewhere right here. Okay, we still don't know those routes. Okay. All right, let's see if we can keep on going. Actually, this can be a 6, because if this is a 6, this can be a 1, and this still can be a 1, because it could still repeat on this, but as long as it's like not in the grid, row, or column, right? So that still works. Yeah, 7 and 9 work. Okay, good. What about a 4 here? If this is a 4, that means this would have to be a 9, and this would have to be a 9, so this can never be a 4. If this is a 3, it could be a 9, and it could be an 8. So that works. So 1, 3. Let's go here. Well, actually, this is a 9, so that kind of works out. This can never be a 4, though, because then obviously this would have to have a 9 too. So this is, again, not a 4. So it's a 1, 2, or 3, because this could be an 8. I still think it's landing there a little bit, but can this ever be? No, because we still don't know where the 2 is on here. Okay. All right. Where am I? Okay, we got some digits. Let me see if that Sudoku wise, if that brings anything. So we know the 9 is here. We know that 9's already here. All right, we know that the 9 has to go here somewhere. We know the 9 has to be here, so this is our 9. Meaning that's our 6. Okay. Because we know that the 9 has to be down here, 9 is going to be here, 7. Um, 7 is seen here. Since the 7 is seeing all these, this is our 7. Meaning 7 is going to be somewhere here. Where else? 7 can go anywhere here. Yeah, we don't know enough about that yet, so okay. 8. So we know 8 is here. So in other words, 8 is somewhere here. 1 has to go here. That means, oh, wait. I messed up. I never labeled this one as, that could be a 1. My bad. But we do, so okay. So this one has to be a 1. Let me just change my attitude there. So this has to be a 1. 5 can still go here. Yeah, okay. What about 4? Can we know that 4 has to go on the Renban here? Actually, there's only like one possible, like one more place where this can be, so I'm just gonna label it here. Okay. Make it easier on our eyes. I don't know why I thought that was gonna clear out more than it did. Oh well. Alright. Let me go back to 9. Alright, so 9, we know that 9 is gonna go somewhere right here. It is gonna go somewhere right here. Ones we still don't really know about. Yeah, we still don't know. At least we know that ones can go somewhere here. So I better label that. Might as well. It's not gonna hurt it. Alright, maybe revisit 2s. Because again, I know that this was gonna be a 2. This is gonna be a 2. No, 2s are still not really showing, so let me see. So 1s, I looked at 2s, well, 3s. So we know that the 3 has to be seen here. So it has to be seen here, meaning the 3 has to go down here. And because the 3 has to go down there, actually the 4 has to go down here too. Yeah, because 4s are, yeah, so this is a 3-4 pair right here. That's definitely the one I needed to look at, because now this is our 1. Oops. Trying to clear out some stuff. All right. All right, so the 3-4 is wonderfully done right there, so perfect. So this one is seeing this. Get rid of that. We know that there's a 1 in this column. Not really saying anything. Let me see. So this is seeing this. Once could still be anywhere here, so not really helping there. But I like that. That cleared some stuff out. Maybe let's continue with the 3s. That was pretty good. So again, 3s have to be here. There's a lot going on with the 3s here. They're all dependent on each other, by the way. And all these are like it's a 1, 3, 4, and 5. That's pretty cool. Huh. Because I'm guessing that this is a 2, which would make this a 3 and 3. And but again, I don't want to just put it down there like that, so it's cool to see though. Anyways, so this is a 3, 2, 3, 4, or 5. Hmm. Let me go back to this original. Well, that can never be a 6. What in the world? That's like an easy one. Why did I still have that for a long time? What in the world? Yeah, again, like, if it was a 6, then both of those two would have to be a 1. Of course that can't be a 6. I don't know why. I don't know why I still had that there. God, look at that. Oh my god. That's gonna, like, drop a lot more. How in the world did I get as far as I did without doing that simple one? What is wrong with me? All right, we did say that there had to be a 7 in here. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So this 7 sees this. It also saw that. This 7 sees this. So that means this has to be the 7. Bling! Computer just yelled at me for some reason. All right. So this is an 8. That means the 8 is going to go down here somewhere, which lines up beautifully with that. Perfect. All right. That 8 sees that, so that's our 9. Get rid of that. 9 is the only possible one here, which we can get rid of that. Let's make that the 8, 9 pair. Clean it up a little bit. 8 is going to see all that. So 8 is here, which matches with this. So good. Love that it's coming together. Still trying to figure out this portion, but I actually think we're moving to it, so we're about to get to it. This is going to be a 2, 6 pair. Can I clear this? Yeah. Okay. All right. Let's just pretend it is a 6. That means the only possible solution that this would have to be a 1. Now let's pretend that that's a 2. So the only possible solution is that it's a 7, and 8 and 9 is seeing that. So this is a 1 or a 7. Interesting. Does that solve what this is? Let me see. This is a 1. That would be a 2. Does not solve it. Okay. Just trying to think like this could be anything. Actually, I was gonna say it could be a 2 also. I was gonna say it could be a 1, but it could be a 2 also. Yeah, I don't know enough too much about that one, so I'm not gonna mess with that. Okay. All right, let's go back to this. Oh, 6 is still here. Why am I doing that? 6, I did this a little bit back, so this can't be a 6's on the Renban. So let's get rid of that. All right, so we know where our 5 is now. All right, and because we know where the 5 was, 6 is gonna go. Ooh. 6 is has to go here. Actually, it can go here too. Oh no. This is seeing this. So this can never be a 6. This can never be a 6. So the 6 is going to go here. I was also going to say the 6 can't be on the Renban. So yeah, this is definitely going to be a 6. So that's our 6. That's our 8, meaning the 1's not right here. 1 is going to be right here. So this is our 3-4 pair that we have on this Renban. All right, meaning this is our 1. That checks out. Good, good, good. Yep, 1 works. Cool. All right, 8, seeing that. 8. Did we do all 8s? Oh no, there's still these 2. Okay. All right, anyways, 3, 4. 3, 4. I love how much 3 4s there are. Oh wait, this can't ever be a 4. What in the world? Could have did that a long time ago too. My God. I'm not seeing the things like that. Oh, that's 3 in the corner. That's me in the spotlight. Losing my religion. Why did I get rid of that? Trying to keep an eye on you. And I don't know if I can do it. Oh no, I've said too much. I haven't said enough. I thought that I heard you laughing. This can only be a 1. I thought that I heard you sing. I think I thought I saw you try. I pressed the wrong one. That was not a dream. Okay, that's once we get a good digit like that, we just go and just automatically solve. Oh, 53 minutes. That probably took way longer than it was supposed to. There was like a lot of easy portions right there that I should have probably got to a lot quicker. I feel like I just like kept moving away from this. Like this was definitely the portion that broke the entire puzzle, but for some reason I would start here and then I would just start moving up here for no freaking reason. But there was easy ones where like this could obviously never be a 6 because of that right here. And I said the same thing here on this row. Like this can't have 6s in this portion unless it's at the end, because if there's a 6 there has to be it can't have a 1 on either side. Same thing as the 4s. So that's why you'll never see a 4 here and you'll never see a 4 here. Same thing, you never see a 6 and you'll never see a 6 because that's just the way it works. Same here. And I say that and then like I say it and then I just didn't apply it to here. But yeah, the same thing here. Like I was like, oh, this could be a 9 or an 8, but obviously it's like if this is, what was it, like a 3 and a 4 or something? I think it was 3 and 4. It was like, well, duh, it can't be a 4 because I just said that like the only possible solution is this, and we have the 9 right here. Anyways, all that to say, there were a couple of things that I got a little distracted on. Like I didn't get stuck because I felt like the puzzle did keep moving, but that definitely would have solved it a lot quicker. Hopefully you guys had a chance to play the puzzle and hopefully you guys had a good time with it. I thought this was a good puzzle. Again, if you guys like the internet fundraisers, hey, that's cool. Like I would say definitely go to that website that's right there. Again, it's https://desertbus.org. Love that they do that. But yeah, this puzzle, thank you Spaceman for designing it. This has been another big brain puzzle. Again, every other Sunday we do more big brain puzzles, and so if you want to play another Sudokus, hey, subscribe. It's the thing to do. And if you like this video at all, even if it's only at 10% like, hey, press the thumb. It helps me out. It makes me feel warm inside. So I appreciate you guys. But I will see you guys next time for another big brain puzzles. Again, I'm MBW Champion, and you guys have a wonderful day. Later.